Good evening and welcome to Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates, presented by the Dallas Examiner. The Dallas Examiner has presented Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates for over 12 consecutive years before major elections. Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates is a series of forums, not debates, but forums designed to inform the community of the qualifications, experiences, and platforms of candidates for elected office. Our sponsors are nonprofit organizations. You can view the forums on www.dallasexaminer.com and Facebook Live. Also, you can view it on the Dallas Examiner app. Tonight, and well, rather for this series of forums, our moderator is Charles O'Neill. Charles is president of the Texas Association of African American Chambers of Commerce. He was the first editor of the Dallas Examiner and was here when my father started the paper in 37 years ago. Again, I want to thank you for attending Monday Night Politics and thank you for your support.
Welcome to this October 10th edition of Monday Night Politics, brought to you by the Dallas Examiner, a forum that allows Dallas Examiner viewers and readers to become acquainted with candidates for office without all the noise and clutter of the regular part of the campaign trail. And so tonight we're very fortunate to have with us Nicole Taylor, who is a candidate for Judge, Dallas County Court at Law number 5.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So welcome. Good to see you again.
Good
Things
to see
going
you.
well?
They are.
You know, we have been having this conversation with other candidates for other courts. And so I got the same question for you. How do people even understand what it is that a county court at law number does?
Not initially.
Okay.
But when they're in a position where they are trying to, seek justice for money damages, our court is the court that they go to.
Okay.
They may start at the Justice of the Peace Court, and then their case is appealed. It comes to our court.
Okay.
And so we handle all type of civil cases, real estate matters, employment, contract disputes, just any gamut that is a money judgment. Those are the types of cases that we handle.
And typically ones that we don't get to decide, number one, and
Right.
we typically don't come out on the winning side of it, seems.
Yes.
so-
But at least there's another level of recourse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys do appellate.
We do the appellate work from the JP Court,
Okay.
but then we're also a court of original jurisdiction. And so
Okay.
we have cases that'll come through the courts up to, most recently, a $7 billion judgment against a large corporation. So there is no limit on the dollar amount of the cases that come through that court.
Okay. Okay. As you've campaigned, do you find that there is a better understanding among particularly black voters to understand, how critical it is that they understand who is representing or going to adjudicate their case?
I think there is. I think they are excited about having the opportunity to see someone who is sitting on the bench that looks like them, who has a similar background and can understand the struggle that they have or that they have had. And they're just excited to see someone, like I said, that just represents who they are and their experience.
Okay. And I know it's really broad because you get stuff that comes up from JP courts but civil. I was just wondering, is there anything such thing as a typical case that might land in your court?
Some of the typical cases might be like a personal injury case, a car wreck case, a trucking case where a family's been injured on a highway by a major trucking company. You'll find cases. What was really top of mind are eviction cases that start in a JP court, and if one party is not satisfied, they appeal to the county court. So we'll see a lot of those cases come through, especially later this year and early part of 2023. So it's just a wide variety of different types of cases, but they're all money type cases.
So the one that we'll know about is I just got hit, right?
Yes.
We'll be coming to see Judge Taylor, right?
Right.
We struggle. We talk a bit with other candidates. Just the idea of seeking justice is almost terrifying to black folk because we just haven't had that great experience in the courthouse, be it civil or criminal. Are there things that you can do from the bench? Because as I've learned more about the work that you all do, it really makes sense to settle before it gets to a jury stage or a judge or bench trial.
Yes.
Is there something that you can do as a judge? I asked one earlier candidate, do you ever have to say, don't bring that in my court?
Well, that's a great question. One thing that Dallas County has is they have an alternate dispute resolution center right there in the courthouse.
Okay.
And that gives cases an opportunity to be heard before they even get to the bench,
Okay.
to the court.
Okay.
And so it's an opportunity for the parties to go before an independent mediator who will listen to the case and try to help them bring resolution. It's cheaper. They get before someone to help them with that case faster than if they have to wait to go to trial.
Okay.
And so that is one thing that I intend to use, evaluate the cases that we have. And if parties are interested, try to direct them into that fashion, because if they do that, Dallas County pays part of the cost.
Okay.
So it's very low cost to the parties.
Okay.
And again, it'll expedite resolution in their case. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want
what
is
they
some
want.
type of resolution.
Right. Do you get much request for a bench trial versus a jury trial?
It depends on the case.
Okay.
Like in those personal injury, car wreck type cases, in Dallas County, they really are looking for a jury.
A jury, right.
Right, because, they want to be judged by their peers. But some cases, small contract cases, real estate cases, it's a lot easier for it to come before the bench.
Okay.
So if the case doesn't evoke emotion, a lot of times those will come before the bench.
Okay. Have you noted any extra support from the Commissioner's Court to assist you in moving the docket or reducing the backlog on cases or that kind of thing? Or is funding adequate?
Well, because I'm not on the bench,
Right.
I'm not there yet, but I have seen the Commissioner's Court has been very involved in trying to understand what is going on in the courts to address the backlog. I believe that they have provided some funding recently to increase access to the courts by maybe increasing personnel, staff, so that we can expedite those cases. So I believe the Commissioner's Court is very supportive
Okay.
of trying to help, not only the judges and the courts, but the citizens to be able to have their cases heard.
Is there I don't know if there's a communication between the courts or those of you who would be on the bench that says, "Oh, I've seen this kind of case, and this is the way that you can address it in your court." Do JP justices learn how to adjudicate a case from listening to, or is it like, can you by osmosis teach somebody how to be a better judge, right?
Our prime example of the law comes from the Supreme Court
Okay.
of Texas, and so I believe the courts share information, but when the case comes from a JP court up to county court at law, we have to hear it with fresh eyes.
Okay.
And so whoever brings the appeal gets to present the case all over again.
Okay.
So you have a chance for a different perspective.
Okay. Okay. So you do have an opponent,
Yes.
and we've talked. One of the things that it seems weird to me and kind of off-putting, but judge races are partisan in Texas.
Yes.
And implicitly, if there's a Democratic judge and a Republican judge, that there is some difference in the way that they administer the law. How will you dispel that perception?
Well, the thing about it is, the law is not Republican or Democrat. The law is what it is. And it's important that any judge that takes the bench it does not consider party in determining how they rule, but basically just focusing on what the law is. And that's what we always talk about, the rule of law. And if the judge does that, which I intend to do, follow the law, it doesn't matter what my politics are.
Well, that's good. So here's a chance for you to look directly into the camera and talk to the viewers of tonight's conversation and the readers of the Dallas Examiner and ask for their vote.
Okay, thank you. So I want to thank Ms. Bell and Dallas Examiner and all the sponsors who have allowed me to be here today. My name is Nicole Taylor. I'm running for Dallas County Court at Law number 5. And just want to give you a little bit of information about me. As I mentioned, the court is a civil court, so we handle money type cases. I'm running for this bench because I believe relevant experience matters. I've been practicing law for 22 years, and I've tried more than 300 cases before the jury and the bench and the federal and state courts, and most of my law practice has been in this court particularly. The judges, retired judges from Dallas County Court at Law, not only number 5, Judge Greenberg, who just retired, but the other retired judges talked to me and asked me to run for this bench. And so they have the experience, they've done the job, and they believe that I can do the job too, and I trust their opinion. I'm a public servant. I've been a precinct chair. I have registered countless voters in Dallas County as a deputy voter registrar, and I also have served as a election protection attorney to protect your rights to vote. At the end of the day, you want someone who understands that the court is a seat of, not a seat of power, but a seat of service, and that's what I believe. If you are in my court, you'll have an opportunity for a fair trial. You'll have someone who is would treat you with dignity and respect, and your case will be heard. And so I pray that you give me the opportunity to continue my service to Dallas County as the next judge of Dallas County Court at Law number 5. And I want to thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope I can earn your vote.
Thank you, and remember that October 11th, tomorrow is the last day to be registered to be eligible to vote on November 8th. So make sure that you're registered to vote. Thank you, Nicole Taylor, for being with us tonight. Good luck out there on the campaign trail. We look forward to seeing you on November 9th.
Great.
Thank you so much. Nicole Taylor, candidate for Dallas County Court at Law number 5. Thank you.